All right. Well, I want to be honest because I forgot to post yesterday's conversations, but they really weren't all that good because Longo wasn't here.
I'm charmed. Oh, I'm so charmed.
So while I was just starting,
enough, is what you're saying.
while I was just starting to research things for the Queen because she wants a specific kind of envelope glue licking thing.
Thingamajig.
She has to have the one that looks like a clown. Because that works the best. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because that doesn't even come on the bottle.
I know, that's
the real hard.
Well, that's the. What's that over there? What's the other one I got you?
The blue one.
It's for water.
Well, that's all you need is water. It
I
already
like
has.
glue better.
It already has glue on the envelope.
I know, but
So,
I like water. Or
Just
I
so
like glue.
everybody knows, for the longest time, and I don't know how long she did it before I noticed that she was doing it, but she licked every envelope.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do to get
What-
the bills paid.
That's what killed George's fiance.
In Seinfeld, yeah.
Anthrax?
No,
His
George
George
bought
Costanza.
cheapo envelopes for their wedding invitations,
And
and she licked them all, and it killed
It
her.
killed her. You had it.
You didn't know about that?
You had to see it. You did. You had
Well,
to
see,
see
the one thing good. See, George is a pathetic, short, fat, bald guy.
I know who
That's
George
Larry
is.
David's character, really, in real life.
So,
I love Larry David.
so the weird thing was though that after that, see, because he always had a problem getting a girl. Now, his fiance wasn't really. She wasn't bad looking or anything, but she was.
cute.
She
Yeah,
was just
for
crazy,
him. For
right? She was a
him.
little bit crazy,
Okay.
rich, which was really a plus for him. But he found out shortly after she passed that when he told other women that his fiance died, they all really seemed to like him.
Yeah. Sympathy.
So
The
he used
sympathy.
that sympathy card to get. And some of them, I mean, what was the one party he was at where they were all models or something?
How do you
have to think
remember
back
these
on that one.
episodes?
Listen,
Because that was-
everything relates.
Because
Listen, everything in life
Seinfeld-
relates to two
I've watched
things:
Seinfeld
either a
before.
Seinfeld episode or a
MASH.
Simpsons episode.
How about MASH?
Nah.
You didn't like MASH?
Well, I don't relate that to day-to-day things. Like, because Seinfeld was a show about nothing
Nothing.
really.
Daily, yeah.
It was really a show about everything.
How about
Right.
Curb Your
Daily life.
Enthusiasm? You haven't seen that?
I have
I
watched.
love
have
it. Oh, I
watched.
love Larry David. It's
funny.
Larry Davis is pretty funny.
Oh, I love him. He's my favorite.
Isn't he in
comedian.
something new?
Oh my gosh! I saw.
Well, they have a
on
new season of
Netflix.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I saw on Netflix. It was like I was watching one of the murder things, documentary, whatever. And some guy was getting accused of murder.
Do that.
He was at a ball game, and they couldn't find
That was
video.
it.
Did you see it?
It was Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
And they were filming
and
it.
they just
At Dodger
happened to
Stadium.
be filming in the exact same
And
row that he was
exonerated
sitting.
him.
And they had like all this proof, and that was what exonerated him.
Yeah.
But they had like a 6-minute clip. It was a small little thing.
Yes.
But they filmed it from like 6 different angles
Yes.
or whatever it was, and there he was in the video,
Yeah.
and that exonerated him. I was like, that's so
How
cool.
cool. I saw that twice. I watched it.
Yeah.
Is this
I saw
real?
that. It's real. It's real. The kid was
Curb Your-
accused
Some guy was
of
wrongly accused of
murdering
murder.
a girl that testified in his brother's trial.
Yeah.
So I understand why they thought it was him. Like,
But
Yeah.
he
Makes sense.
ended up with a solid alibi because
but
he was
had-
on
he
camera.
was on camera.
But they
Yeah.
had to really work to get it.
Yeah, because they didn't want to release the footage before,
Yeah,
it was
before it went to
released
air.
in air.
And I think it was Larry David that said, let them have it.
yeah,
you
I
know?
think it was like a whole
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
with the
you know,
production.
it's the money people were the
Of
ones who were saying,
course,
no, you
HBO.
can't release it yet.
HBO.
no, you can't.
And it was a scene when he was walking up the steps, or he was with that hooker, the black lady.
Oh yeah,
he took her to the baseball
He had
game.
picked up a hooker and took her to the baseball game
So
or
he could
something.
go with
like-
the carpooling. Oh,
Yeah.
that was
that was a
good.
cool one. That was a
yeah.
good one. Yeah.
I was thinking about Seinfeld the other day. You ever? Because George is always, he's either an architect. You know what I mean? When he's trying to talk to women,
Yeah.
I'm an architect, or the
Or
one.
when he worked at
he's-
Steinbrenner for
he's
for-
well, that was amazing.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know
that
who
he
did
actually-
the voice of Steinbrenner? Larry David.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't. They invited Steinbrenner to come as a guest, and he did it so bad that they wouldn't show it. They didn't tape
You
it.
ever see the episode with the magic loogie?
That loogie?
No, loogie spit, where it was a ball. One of the Yankees was leaving the thing, and somebody spit on him or something, and they were blaming
I probably
George
did. I
and,
thought I
and
saw all of them.
Kramer and. But anyway, so I watched a clip last night, and it didn't show you in this clip, but at one point Kramer was on the beach hitting golf balls out into the ocean.
I haven't
So
seen it.
at the end of the episode, George is with this woman who he told that he was a marine biologist, and they're walking along the beach, and everybody's staring out at the ocean and saying, "Look, there's a whale out there. It's in trouble. There's something wrong with it." So of course George is a marine biologist,
Right? Go save it.
So the girl makes him go out in the ocean and save the
He
whale.
was such a.
So at the end, they're all sitting in the restaurant, that little diner that they go to,
Yeah.
and he was talking about what had happened. You know, and Elaine walks in, and it's Kramer and Jerry, and they're sitting there, and it's like, you know, the ocean was mean that day, you know. It's like, so I went out there, and I went out to the thing, and I looked it right in the eye, and then it flipped around, and a wave came, and it flipped me up in the air and landed me right on top, and I was right in front of the blowhole. And I could see there was an obstruction, so I stuck my hand in there, pulled it out, and it was a golf ball
Yeah.
that Kramer.
Kramer had to.
Yeah, wait a minute. Now that's getting familiar.
That was
I
crazy.
think I
That's getting
saw
familiar.
this.
That was crazy.
My son will love that show.
But yeah, everything. There's not a day that goes by where I can't relate something to either a Seinfeld episode or a
Simpsons.
Simpsons episode.
Curb Your
Family
Enthusiasm
Guy.
the same way. It's crazy. You have to watch it. It's on HBO. I don't get that.
I like Family Guy.
Family Guy, South Park.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
That's where Bobby gets it, because he'll text me and go, he'll say, "What's up, Jimmy?"
Oh, that's right. It is Timmy because there's
What's
a
Jimmy?
kid in my family that we called. His name is Jimmy, so I always say it like that. Jimmy.
That's what Bobby does. That's where he gets it.
But it's
I never knew what
Timmy.
he was talking about.
Timmy is a little disabled boy in a wheelchair.
So
South Park.
so he was looking.
That is funny.
So he
Sometimes I like
joined the
water.
Crips. Timmy joined the Crips because he
gang?
thought it meant for
Yeah.
cripples.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, did you see the one where?
And what does he do? They send him to blow up a truck or something.
Yeah. I've
Wow,
watched
this sounds
so
interesting.
many. It's hilarious.
My
What is it,
favorite.
Family Guy?
No,
That's
that-
South Park.
South
That's
Park.
South
My
Park.
favorite one.
Are they still doing it?
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite one is when Butters is a pimp. And he
Oh,
calls
my
I
God.
laughed so hard.
My bottom.
Butters?
My bottom bitch. Butters. There's a little boy named Butters, and he
And
turns
he
into
has-
a pimp. He calls a kissing booth. and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
charges $5.
I was like,
and,
I'm
he,
just charging $5 for kisses.
and he calls them hoes. Here you
Oh
go.
my God.
So funny.
I gotta watch
The
this.
thing
I
about
like
that
it.
show,
But he's
it's
like,
listen,
hilarious.
They
it's
just
really
kiss him.
crude, but what I like about it is that they make fun of
Everything.
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
everything.
equal, like-
nothing is
Yeah.
sacred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when
surprised
you
they don't
can't
get
make
blowback.
when you couldn't make fun of Muslims and stuff, they were making fun
making
of
fun of
Muslims.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's
like
fun. It's
nobody
fun.
would touch Scientology
Yeah.
before them.
Yeah,
They
they
got
did.
it. You know,
Yeah,
they do
I gotta
everything.
watch that.
Family
It's like
Guy's
a-
kind of like that. Seth MacFarlane
sure
does
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's on a certain network, and they kind of.
Who does that? Seth MacFarlane does that?
No,
No,
he's Family
South
Guy.
Park is.
I like Seth MacFarlane.
South Park is a couple other dudes.
But they were actually good.
crazy.
Their one buddy.
Have you actually seen their how they make it? Oh, it's interesting. They do it in like 6 days.
Really?
They do it in less than a week. They come up with the script. They come up with all the design and whatever.
Is
Well,
that- is that around?
It's probably a lot easier for them because they're not limited. You know what I'm saying? They're
Well, not anymore, right? From when they started,
They could do
were just
whatever-
like little cutouts.
no, but I mean, as far as stories,
Oh well, yeah.
they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about what
It's
the
like
legal
a
department
Simpsons,
is going to
but
say.
without the
Good, it should be that way.
without the filter.
It's
Like
comedy.
it's just
Yeah, I
Funny.
mean now it's so
Well,
weird.
it's gotten
you
to
know.
the point where you can't make fun
No.
of anything. Like
No.
if you make fun of something, you're against that,
Right.
or
Right.
you know, like it's something
gone
is
way
not
too
just
far.
a joke.
Like I was telling her.
Wait. The Queen had her hand up.
Oh no! Well, no. It's like
Can I speak?
I was telling her. I watched because I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I
Yeah.
watched the halftime show on YouTube yesterday. The country is so divided already. So they bring kids in cages out on the stage.
Yeah,
For
did
what?
You, yeah.
Yeah, did you see the
What?
halftime show?
I didn't see
Making
it.
their statement
Little
for the
kids in
immigration
stage.
thing.
Little
I didn't
kids.
see
Because
that.
there were two Latin
on, like,
women
Inside
doing the
Edition.
thing, and you
It was
know,
on Inside Edition.
which I thought was great.
Like when
All
the
right.
daughter.
I don't even want to get into the fact that her daughter's standing there and she starts doing a pole dance.
Yeah,
The daughter did.
Yeah,
No.
J Lo did.
Oh.
I don't know. Some people are like it's a pole dancing. Some people are like it's acrobatics. I'm like,
Well, I mean,
Don't
and I was telling Emily, like,
All right,
she's
so
52
right,
years
you
old.
could be, but my thing was when they you know, I think J Lo goes over to Shakira and says, "Come on, let's go," and they go out to the edge of the stage and bend over and stick their
And
butts
they're
out at the
twerking.
crowd and the camera.
You're twerking.
Yeah.
What the hell? Well, I think if I had a 10-year-old,
Yeah, but
I'd be embarrassed.
That's like
Not embarrassed,
yeah.
That's like them. That's just.
but it's not the worst they've ever seen.
No.
I'm sure.
Well, remember.
Well, let's be honest.
I
Like,
would-
a couple years ago, we saw Janet Jackson's boobs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which I think was on purpose.
I think a lot of the men,
Really?
I think a lot of the men watching the halftime were probably, "Come on, wardrobe malfunction, please, please, wardrobe malfunction."
Well, Sal was like,
just a little slip. You know, just a little slip.
National Pen Company sent me some pens.
Aw,
Isn't
what does it say on it?
Salvation Army.
And that's fancy.
Yo.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
What?
fancy.
Nice. Yeah, they only send one in that big package.
"Aw."
All right. So what else were we talking about?
And
So is this looking for business?
Was that
Yeah, I
a
think that's it.
an exhale?
they got my
All
All
right,
right.
guys.
So Queen's getting ready to go to shuffle off.
Yeah.
To what?
Shuffle up to
Shuffle off.
Buffalo.
Oh, the buffalo.
What's near there? Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn,
It's too cold.
Step.
out there.
by
Oh.
step, inch by inch.
What is that? I remember that.
Three Stooges. All right, so we're done. See, look. At least you kind of knew something about it. No,
Yeah.
these younger generation
Nothing
don't
about
know.
what?
The Three Stooges.
I never watched that.
Niagara Falls.
They were kind of banned, like
All
parents were banning the
Yeah,
kids
they
from
were.
watching that back
Yeah,
in the
well,
day.
I mean,
Honestly, because it's so
Listen.
violent. And it was, but it was
You think they were
violent.
violent? What about the cartoons we
Can we
watched?
get
Yes.
Mama to keep
whacking
Yeah.
people over the head until they
Look,
fall little birds.
pointing guns to their face
Aw.
and pulling the trigger so that the beak spins around. Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty nuts. They were good, too.
All right, so that's the last sigh.
I've got you now, rabbit.
Goodbye, everybody.
Tomorrow we'll do what was your favorite commercial at the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch.
Tune in.
I just listened.
I only saw a couple.